Hello everybody, welcome to the midweek mix-up live coverage of the extended Xbox Bethesda showcase. Of course today we will have Xbox Mick joining us as well, but it's myself, General C, Crazy Louie Gaming and Marion the Mad.
Hello.
Get into some nice quick introductions. Of course we've got that awesome countdown timer on screen there, 7 minutes 49 seconds to go. Today isn't a premiere on the Xbox channel, it is a live broadcast, so it's a bit different to last time. We won't have interruptions with each other. Thankfully, we won't have people ahead and people behind because it is live. So, thank God. So, yes, let's get into the introductions. First and foremost, General C, how are you doing today, brother? What are you
Hello.
doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I installed Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I've been playing that over the last few days.
Very nice.
A bit confusing at first, a lot to take in, a lot to learn with that game, but it's actually kind of addictive, and I'm having quite a blast of it. So, yeah, that's what I've been playing yesterday and today. I played a bit of that.
Awesome, and I did actually eventually catch, and I don't know how I missed it, but I caught up with your inbox as well, where you've been playing a shitload of Metal Hellsinger.
Yep. I managed to get a high score of like 5 million or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
So, yeah, that's a lot of fun, and I can't wait for that game to come out. That's a blast, and
Yeah.
I can see that game being hyper addictive.
Yeah, it was one of the surprises of this kind of showcase period as well, to be fair, because I'd never heard of it before. I don't know how I haven't.
No,
heard
me
of it either.
neither. The music is phenomenal. It's one of the reasons that makes it more addictive.
Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. Awesome stuff. Not Marion. Crazy Louie! How are you doing today, sir? What have you been up to?
Me just chilling, relaxing, getting ready for today's show at Lobby de Juegos. Also, have crossing my fingers. I hope we get something cool today. I'm pretty excited. And what I played the other day was a little bit of Separate on Friday with the guys on the game night, and that's about it. I haven't had time to sit down and play with all these stuff going on, shows and everything. It's been one crazy hectic week.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
It has
Yeah.
indeed. So many things to cover and so many things to talk about, good and bad. Awesome stuff. And last but not least, of course, until Mick gets here, Marion the Mad. How are you doing today, brother? What you been up to?
Thank you for... First, I want to thank you, Dutch, for having me tonight as well. Well, what I've been doing, I've been watching some Disney Plus because finally it released in Romania after 2 years. And other than that, I've been playing some Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I'm on my way to finish the game finally.
There we go.
Now
I've
I'm here
corrected
with you
that.
guys.
So for people who missed it, because of course the extremely loud background music was on, he's been playing some Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Definitely.
Finish what you were saying there, bro.
Yeah, well, I finally have time to catch my breath because I've been stressed a lot with exams lately. But
Yeah.
now I'm here and ready to react with you guys to some extended Xbox showcase.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And how's everybody feeling after the other day? Have you let everything settle a little bit? And what are your thoughts going into this?
My thoughts haven't changed.
Yeah.
I'm sticking to my 5 out of 10 score. Yeah, it's a little harsh, but there's reasons for it. Like I said, it's a showcase titled Xbox and Bethesda showcase.
Yeah.
There was very little Xbox at their own showcase. Most of it was third party and also indie stuff. No problem with that, but I have to rate it what it is. It's an Xbox show. You'd expect a primary focus of Xbox content. Unfortunately, it was a secondary focus at their own show. So I gave it what I gave it on that. It was a very average show. If this was not an Xbox show and it was something like Summer Games Fest, then it'd be somewhere in the 8s, maybe 8.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I have to rate it. I have to rate it on what the show is, and the show is an Xbox and Bethesda showcase, and we got very little of Xbox and Bethesda.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Crazy Louis, what about yourself, brother?
Oh, me, the whole Xbox Bethesda showcase, like I said, on the first party content for me was a 6 out of 10. But like I said, if I mixed it up and I mixed up the whole show with everything that was included in it, which again, it looked awesome. Everything that was shown was awesome. If I mix it in, I'll put it an 8 out of 10. That's my review on the showcase. I mean, if I put everything in third-party games and all that stuff, and on the first-party side, what we saw looked great. I mean, Starfield looked great, Forza looked great, all that stuff looked great. I mean, I'm really excited for that Forza Motorsport and also that Starfield. Just opened my mouth, everything I saw.
Yeah.
But like I said, if I mix it up, it's an 8 out of 10 for me because look at all those games you're going to get in the next 12 months. We're going to get a bunch of games to play. We're going to be super busy, super hyped.
Yeah.
And see, in 2023, we're going to get more stuff into the next show. So yeah, let's cross our fingers into that for that.
Yeah, definitely. Cross fingers, cross fingers. Marion, what about yourself, brother?
Yeah, I have to agree with General C here. I haven't changed my mind about the show. Yeah, there were a lot of great games, a lot of good indie games, but I think Xbox had the opportunity to announce more games, like the rumored GoldenEye game we haven't get yet.
Yeah.
And because of it, I still have my thoughts that the show deserve a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Let's see what they have for us in store during this extended version.
Yeah, let's see. I don't think, like I say, according to Aaron Greenberg anyway, there's nothing new today. Not substantial anyway. They did say nothing big. So what that means could be anything. It could be more Game Pass announcements, possibly. They would class that as not big because that's just Game Pass news. That's like, okay, here's a few more games coming into Game Pass. Potentially we'll have stuff like that, but we won't see big first-party announcements or anything like that. There'll be nothing substantial. That said, with the clock ticking down 40 seconds, I'm about, again, if you're going into class grades, C-. If you're going into number grades, 6.5. That's mainly because a lot of the stuff I saw, the secondary stuff, isn't for me. So I'm not bothered about Riot games. I'm not bothered about Blizzard games. I'm not bothered about Overwatch. I'm not really bothered about the Japanese games. So it left it down to just a handful of stuff there that really propped it up. So...
Yeah. I do think, I'm being a little more harsh, but, you know, as Xbox fans, we should expect a bit more. It's, especially from a showcase titled Xbox and Bethesda.
Yeah, we go.
So then. Yeah, I am being a bit more harsh, but that's kind of deservedly.
Hey, we are a small snippet of Squanch Games, and we are
Squanch
here
Games.
to
Straight into,
tell you how excited
one of the
we
better
are to be
ones.
a part
High
of
on
the
life.
Microsoft Games Show Extended.
Game Showcase Extended.
You know, Game Showcase Extended. What's the need for the extended? Why add that extra word?
It's like
is there one that's not extended? And that's why?
We're getting nods. There is a not extended one. Okay.
And that one's just called without the extended.
I like how we're just taking the piss.
There's the normal one. And I know
love how
what
like
this is.
awkward
Well, hey, look,
Justin
we're happy to
Roiland
be
is.
a part of it nonetheless.
I like stuffed Sean's comment. Let's go, John Lennon. The guy on the left did look like John Lennon.
Oh yeah, right.
Hey, let's see.
To be fair, I did really enjoy High on Life, so we'll see what if
Yeah,
they're
sounds
talking about
good.
that a little bit
I'm looking
more.
forward to that
Then
one.
I'm looking forward to it. That was one of the biggest surprises of the showcase. To be fair, High on Life, that looked awesome. That looked so much
Definitely.
fun.
Let's go.
I did like the little disclaimer on the bottom of that next 12-month section where it said expected. Expected. Not guaranteed.
Yep, and I expect some delays.
Expect some delays, guys. I hope we get to hear more about Wulong's Fallen Dynasty because I really liked that trailer.
You might do.
Welcome to Xbox Game Showcase Extended. I'm Aaron, this is Malik, and we have the honor of diving deeper into some of the most exciting and talked about announcements, as well as
Yes, I can.
gameplay from the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase just 2 days ago. For the first time ever, the entire showcase was focused on games you can play over the next 12 months.
That's right, Aaron. You saw world premiere gameplay from Redfall and Starfield, and today we've got Bethesda's own Pete Hines right here to tell us more. You'll hear from the renowned developers behind the brand new Xbox franchise, Our History Untold. Dive into Naraka Bladepoint with our partners at NetEase Games, and so much more.
But first, we begin with a special look at how our fans got to celebrate the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase with a message from our very own Phil Spencer.
I'm expecting to see a lot of faces I know in this.
Yeah.
I
love coming to events like this. You can just feel the energy, people loving to come together as a community, their love of video games, the Xbox fans. Just a really special time for everybody, myself included. Gaming has this unique ability to bring people together, whether it's saving the world from the aliens or winning a football game. It's so great.
One day.
I love hearing from people. What did you like in the show? Those conversations with people that are here about areas that they like and areas they wish we would do more, I think that's something that drives us. You saw it in the show today. People said, we want to see more gameplay. And so we said, okay, great. You're going to see a ton of gameplay.
Yeah, you know, I think this is our biggest lineup ever in terms of just diversity of different kinds of games from different kinds of teams, different genres.
There's some franchises, Japanese franchises, don't always come to Xbox. We've been working on that. Today we obviously had Persona.
It's important to us. We not only have all the games coming from our internal studios, but also great independent game developers that we work with around the world. So could not be more excited for what we're doing with Kojima.
And he's got this really great idea for a game. And I want to be clear, because I know we say like experience and stuff. He's building a video game, but he has this real unique things that he wants to do in the game. And we said, okay, let's go do something together. And I'm just really proud to be in an industry that can be part of so many people coming together.
What's this?
No ideas.
Surprises?
Well, I think it's Val. Is it not Valheim?
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I'm sure they said Valheim is coming
to
Game Pass.
Yeah, it looks like Valheim is coming to Game Pass, which is good.
Yeah, it is. It's Valheim.
I can't wait to give it a try.
I've never played it, to be honest.
No, I've never played it either. I've seen a few people play it on Twitch though.
What is it, like an RTS, or is it an action RTS, or what is it?
It's a bit like Minecraft, where you like build your own fort and all that sort of stuff.
Viking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some gameplay. Game looks really good.
Oh,
Mr. Joe in the dark. This is Assassin's Creed.
Hello, Mick. Nice.
Mick!
How we doing?
Hello.
Hey, how are you? Uh-oh.
I'm trying to get your attention for about 5 minutes.
Well, hi, coming to Xbox and Xbox Game Pass.
Awesome.
Nice,
Bethesda
nice.
opened the showcase with a
My
dramatic gameplay
baby.
demo for
Now I'm
Redfall
getting
and
hyped.
closed it with Todd
I'm still
Howard
waiting
showing
for
us how deep
GoldenEye
the rabbit
and
hole
Awesome.
goes on
Man, if that
Starfield.
comes out, I
And
just
we
said it,
also
I'm
got
gonna
a
take off my
sneak peek
shirt.
at
No, I'm not
upcoming
kidding, I'm gonna
expansions
jump
for Elder
up.
Scrolls Online and Fallout 76.
go crazy.
Here to break it all down for us is
I wanna
the
see
man,
you
the myth,
rip
the
your
legend
shirt
himself,
off.
Pete Hines.
Nah,
So Bethesda,
not
Pete, how are you?
not-
Great, good to see you. Good to see you as well. So about a month ago, you all announced some
How are you
delays
doing,
for
Mick?
both Redfall and Starfield. So I wanted to give you a
How are
chance
you
to tell us a little bit
Oh,
about
I'm
the
awesome.
decision-making process.
Good to be here
Absolutely.
with you guys.
Look, with all the
Been out-
time that
so
goes
been
into
out
a
working
game,
on
it
the
would
spice
be
rack all
foolish to
day,
rush
and
it out
now
the door
I'm
before it's
tired
ready. I think we
and
have
I'm ready to
continued
sit
to
and
sort of
watch some,
examine how we think about
hopefully some new
games and
information come
making
up
sure
on the
that they
show.
are going to meet
we
our
had one
players'
Game Pass
expectations.
announcement there, and that
Obviously,
was
the last 2
Valheim
years
coming
have
to
really
Xbox.
challenged us
Game
from a
Pass next
development
year.
Just saw that
standpoint.
then, yeah.
How we work now
Was that on the main
largely
show?
remotely,
no.
while a lot of our folks are
Okay.
not back
So
in the
maybe we
office,
are gonna
and
get a
that
few
has an
bits,
impact.
I
I also
think
think
a
we've been
couple of little
thinking
Game
about
Pass
things like
announcements
release
maybe.
dates and when do we give those out, and how do we make
Seriously,
sure we
Starfield
give
is-
one
I
out
mean,
that
wow.
that we actually hit and don't have to change later. So it's
Starfield
not
is
something
just
we
mental.
undertake lightly,
I'm
but at the end of
so
the day, I
excited
think
for
what
that
our
game.
fans
I'm just
expect, what
disappointed
Xbox
we're gonna
fans,
wait
what
a bit
Bethesda
longer.
fans expect
Even though I know it's
is a
worth
high
it,
quality
you know.
game, and we want to do everything we can to give our teams the time to
Just
fully
gonna hope- I
realize
don't know whether or
the
not
games.
to hope at
Yeah,
some
and I
point
think
in
that's
the
what it's
future
all
you can
about,
do
right? Like
Starfield
delivering an
with your
amazing
friends,
experience for
or
the
whether or
players
not you
out
to
there. And so,
remain.
speaking of games, we're just going to jump into it. We're going to start with how the showcase started with
Sounds good.
Redfall. Now, before we even get into the game, Arkane's making
and then
the
you
game.
turn the
I
game
want you
off,
to talk
like,
a little bit
and
about
it's
the
done.
pedigree of
Brilliant.
Arkane, just in case
I'm
people don't
finished.
know.
Sure.
These folks over there, they're doing their thing.
Arcane
build a
Studios
Death Star?
is known for really amazing, immersive
you might find
sims.
something that
They
looks a
do
bit like
any
a
number
Death
of
Star, but I
things.
don't think you'll be able
If you
to,
play games of theirs, Dishonored,
I want to
Dishonored
watch
2,
Star
Prey,
Destroyer.
there's a
Or a
lot of
miniature
common
Death
threads
Star,
you'll find
maybe.
in them. They create really amazing, believable worlds.
I
I think
think
that's a big
Starfield
part
is
of their
going to be
game
my
is
main
is
game
when
for a
you're
long
in
time.
Dunwall or you're up on a space station in Prey, that
For a lot
it
of
feels
us,
believable.
it's
There's a
gonna be
reason
huge.
why things are the way they are. They're also a big
Skyrim
believers in
in
systems
space?
based as opposed
I'm
to
still
scripted. So
questioning
they
the-
really
the
embrace player
1,000
freedom
planets,
and
like,
sort of giving
I thought a
players
lot
the
of them are
tools
gonna
to
be-
decide. You figure out
I
how you
think
want
a
lot of them
to
in the
complete this
universe
mission or
technically are
get through
barren.
this area. We're not going to tell you
It's
how.
for
We're
you
just
to
going to give you
explore them and
tools
find out whether or
and
not
then give
some
you the
are
freedom
worth
to go and do.
being
But
on
there's
or not.
great
I think
characters,
you'll
an
know
interesting
straight
story.
away
They bring a
if
lot
you've
of different
landed on a
elements
planet
and
whether or
then
not
really
it's
let the
worth
I
player
think a lot of
create
them
that
will be there
experience
just for
they
resource,
want.
like
And that's what it's
Yeah,
all
we
about.
saw
The
some
gamers
shit
have
man.
taken
Say
many
that.
games
It
and
does
made it
say
their
that
own.
the
And I
thing
think
that some of
the
them
fact
are
that
just
Arkane
barren
is
planets
making the game with that in
with
mind is
heavy
super
material
important. Now, how
resources in
similar or dissimilar would
Which
you
is
say
good. It
this
means you
game
can
Redfall
mark
is
some
from
down
the
and
other?
say,
I mean,
okay,
look,
so
on
I
the
know this
surface,
one's
it's a
really good for
first-person
this one,
shooter
so
that
keep
you
that
can
in
play
mind. And this is
solo
really good for
or
this, so
with,
keep that in
up to
mind.
4
build
players, and so
outposts as well, so
immediately
just-
you might
you can just
say,
build
well, it's not a
outposts on
single-player
that.
game,
really
so it
great
must be
point,
wildly
actually, that
different.
came,
And
on
don't get me
Tim
wrong,
Dog
there's
retweeted
absolutely
earlier,
ways
was
in
one
which
of
it
the
is
modders
different,
saying,
but
yeah, but
when folks
imagine
play
how
the
all of
game,
these
and
planets,
even when
what
they
the
see
modding
more of the
community
game,
can
I
do
think
with
they'll
these
start to
planets.
see all of those things
Exactly.
about an Arcane game that they
Like,
that they
just build
love and
outposts on,
appreciate.
like,
You know,
1,000
why it's won
planets,
Modders
multiple
can-
infinite
Action
can
Game
add
of the Year
planets to
awards
that
for
as well. They'll be
Dishonored, for
adding
Dishonored
planets.
2,
They'll copy
is
and
their
paste the
ability
planet and then
to
just
bring
change that
all
planet.
of those things together, really high level of polish, and let folks experience
Yeah,
it.
the
And so I
modders
think
really
all of
go
those things we
wild
talked
with it.
about. If you want to play a game
the-
by
today
yourself
I
and get a
have got
great
the,
Arcane story,
movie
you can
captions on as
absolutely
well.
do that in Redfall. But you can also do things that you haven't been able to do in an Arcane game, like experience it with friends and
I'm
find
on the
out
rum.
sort of how the whole can become greater than the sum of the parts, like playing it
I'm just
off of
drinking
each
Dr. Pepper, mate.
character's abilities. You saw some of that in the demo.
drinking
So,
As usual,
you know,
I
I
have
think the
coffee.
more that people appreciate that, you almost are going to want to try and play
I should
Redfall
have
a
a
couple
Coke.
of different
It's
ways. You
been
might
a
want to
while
play it
since
by
I had a
yourself a little bit, play it with others, and it's a game that allows you to do either or both of those things.
I'm glad you talked about playing with friends because I'm taking applications for friends.
Of course, it's not
to help me
ideal,
get
but
through
with a reaction stream,
Can I put my name on that list?
You won't miss anything.
It'd be an honor.
Yeah.
Pete,
keep me on that list.
All right,
we need to go explore Redfall together.
I'm excited. I can't wait for that. And so let's talk a little bit more about the game. Now, you know, between the trailer that we saw last year at the reveal, as well as this one that we just saw, I feel like Redfall reminded players of other co-op shooters like Left 4 Dead, for example. What makes Redfall unique?
Again, it's one of those things like if you watch just like combat footage, you might look at Left 4 Dead or Back 4 Blood or any of these things and go, oh, I see multiple characters facing a bunch of enemies, and like so it's the same game. But I think that would be doing a disservice, that it's all of the things that take place in between the combat as well as the combat itself, sort of combining different skills and abilities and the way that you do, you know, Layla dropping down an elevator
like
using
some of the
her
mechanics in
powers
Redfall,
that
mind you, the
Jacob can
lift and
use to
things.
get up top on a roof and provide cover. You know, you have different characters who play
think this is gonna be
roles
one of them
really
games
well,
I
how
need
you
to
choose
try.
to use
It looks
Brebone,
good.
the robot,
Well, I
all of
thought the
those
same
things
thing
come
about
into,
Back 4
again,
Blood
allowing the
and
players not to
very
say,
quickly
here's
fell
a
off it.
set of rules that you can only use.
But I
Like,
just
no,
got
here's
quite
just
bored of it quite
some
quick.
stuff
Quite bored
that you
quite
can go
quick.
off into this
Yeah,
amazing
it's all
sort of
about- it's gonna be-
dynamic,
this game's gonna
ever-changing
be all
world
about
and sort of
the
experience and explore for
longevity
yourself. And you come
Yeah.
back the next day,
I was
I think
gonna
it was
say
the
the
card
look and
system
feel
in
like a
Back 4 Blood
different
for me that
experience, even
didn't
though you're in the
work.
exact
The good
same
thing about
environment.
this
I mean, I
one,
think those are the kinds
unlike
of things
Back
that
4 Blood,
Arkane
is that
does that
this
really
is more of a
bring that sort of
Borderlands-esque
extra
open
special
world.
element that makes their game so
Yes.
compelling.
Yeah, compelling
and
and
not
fresh.
only-
So
play it
I'm excited for
multiplayer or you can
Redfall,
play it
and you
single
said
player.
it here for everyone to see that we're
And
going to be
not
playing
only
together. So
that,
I'm going to
each
hold you to
character has
that.
their own
Absolutely.
special thing, which makes it a
All
lot
right,
better because
awesome.
everybody
So let's
in,
talk about
what's
Elder
it
Scrolls
called, in
Online. Now,
Back 4
I wanted to
Blood
talk
was
about
pretty
the team philosophy because I
same
hear
character.
that the team is
The
actually
only
banned
difference
from
was
saying things
the
like,
card
now
thing,
is the
that's
perfect time to
My
play.
least
But each one of
favorite
these characters
saying
had, like,
is
a
there's
power
never
or
been a
special
better time to
ability,
play a
which is
game.
pretty
Like
cool.
we all
Yeah.
say that. Yes, games always get better. We
man.
know that. The thing that we love about where
It's the
Elder
girl,
Scrolls
isn't it, with
Online
all the powers?
is going is their ability to continually
Is it just the
refresh
girl
the
with the
experience
powers
for
or
players,
Yeah,
provide
just
new
the girl.
experiences
So
like going to High Isle, a place they've never been in an
English
Elder Scrolls
bloke is
game.
the-
It does
the guy
a lot
that's
of
got all the
things like
information about all
story
the
and
different
intrigue. There's a lot of
creatures and
politics
things.
in High
So
Isle,
he's
different
like the knowledge
factions
guy.
and
The
the
girl,
conflict that's going on there. And
the
again, a
girl
way
with
that you
the
can
afro and things
jump
like that,
in and
she's
play
the
it
one
by
with all the
yourself
powers.
and experience it by
then you've got
yourself,
the
even though it's an
other
MMO. But the real
guy who's a
special
sniper.
sauce of Elder Scrolls Online is our amazing community.
He's probably
They're
like a
so
half
welcoming. They're
vampire,
so
I'm guessing.
helpful. You know, if
Yeah.
you need a little bit of
Guy
help,
with the
if you
hood.
need a lot of help,
They're there for you.
they're there for you to help explain, to to make sure you have a fun experience. And honestly, like that is such a huge part for an online game of creating an environment where anybody, no matter whether you just started playing or you've been playing for 8 years, can have a good experience no matter how you decide to engage with it.
I love that you mentioned that. Community is as you mentioned, is such a huge part of any online game. And so for players who may not have played Elder Scrolls, who are, like you said, looking to jump in, to know that they have that community backing them, that's going to help them guide them in their journey is super exciting. So, but I want to talk about Fallout a little bit.
Okay.
Huge milestone recently, 25 years of Fallout. It can rent a car even now at this point, right? We're talking about it, all right? So this has to mean something super special to the team.
Absolutely, and look, we are as aware of anybody. Like this franchise did not start with Bethesda. It's one that we took on along the way, and our intent is not just to pay homage to like Bethesda Fallout. Like no, we mean all Fallout, because what this series has done, what it meant to us as players when we went and played those games, played the original Fallout, Fallout 2. And then what the franchise has become and sort of growing and finding an even, a new audience with Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76 is something we really want.
Looks like people are having
and
issues
honestly,
hearing.
what's going on
Yeah,
in
I've
Fallout
turned the
76.
volume down a bit as well, so there you go. There's the subtitles. The volume's down now on the video, and you've got the subtitles down. Let us know if that level's a bit better.
As you're going along, making decisions that kind of matter and have a real impact, I think, is important in the evolution of Fallout 76. And just honestly, how far that game has come from its launch. Like, we're keenly aware of how that launch went, but we are also keenly aware of the incredible amount of effort and dedication.
I think you'll find that the people who like Fallout don't want Fallout 76 anything.
Yeah, they just want Fallout,
Yeah.
the next Fallout.
We want the next Fallout, or at the very least, a remaster of like 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I can give a red sauce about Fallout 76.
I'll go for Fallout New Vegas 2. That's what I'll go
Yeah.
for.
I
all
bought-
that, yep.
I bought Fallout 76 for like $5 and I played it for 10 minutes and I just quit
Then
it.
it's on Game Pass.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I bought Fallout 76 for like the 100 and something quid it cost me to get the Power Armor edition, and I still only put about 5 minutes into it. So at least it only cost you a $5.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the Power Armor edition that they had to end up recalling because of the plastic had like
No, they
mold in it
they-
or something?
No, they. Not that I know of, but there was a bag that was supposed to be like this army material bag, and the one that they sent to all of the streamers and people who were doing unboxings were these really nice material bags. But when we got ours that came inside the Power Armor out thingy, it was this cheap, nasty plastic thing, and everyone kicked off. So we got the option if we wanted to apply for one of the material ones ones as a compensation. They were going to make them and make more and send them out to everyone. But there was a real amount of resentment. Put it this way: when I got mine, they'd shoved it into the smallest ball, wrapped it in plastic and sticky tape, and put my name on it. Put it in a post.
Oh Jesus!
There was no care at all.
Yeah, apparently it was. A collectible Fallout 76 helmet was recalled due to mold.
Better go check mine. It's still
You'll
in
go
the
check
attic.
yours.
It's probably
just like
living
all
now.
falling apart.
Yeah.
It's probably grown a life of its own as some sentient being in the attic walking around the store.
You'll breathe that in and you'll turn into a super mutant.
I want the Doom helmet. That's something I have to get. It's one of my goals. Doom helmet, the Doom chair.
I want the Chief helmet.
Oh yeah.
I've got the Chief helmet.
I'd also, there was a guy as well on Twitter or Instagram, one of the two, who was creating, and I think I sent it to Jen. He was making 1-for-1 scale models of the M40 assault rifle from Halo.
Yeah.
1-for-1, and the battle rifle, 1-for-1.
So expensive though. If I won the lottery, I'd buy all sorts of crap like that.
Yeah.
If I won the lottery, I'd be the same, but for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
There's so many amazing.
You'd have your
people
own
on
pirate
Etsy.
ship built.
Oh yeah. There's so many amazing things on Etsy. People make all the weapons, like scale replicas of the weapons.
Yeah.
They're so good. But yeah, no, they're like 200 quid a pop.
You just have to settle for an extremely sought after Sea of Thieves Series S, Mick.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And I've got this extremely sought after Sea of Thieves controller and stand to go with it. So
Oh,
I'm doing all right.
looks like FIFA 22 is coming to Game Pass next week.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
yeah,
about right.
yeah, that's expected.
It's usually about this time.
Yeah.
Tell you what is happening on
Beginning of
Thursday,
May,
though.
End of.
Tell you what is happening on Thursday that we'll have to get together for.
What?
Fall Guys.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Fall Guys and Ninja Turtles. Oh shit. Community
Yeah,
night.
we need to play that.
Community night on Thursday.
Oh,
Two silly
yeah,
games back to back.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant
Let's go.
Ninja
Actually, Fall Guys is the
Turtles.
21st. Fall Guys is next week, so it'll be Ninja Turtles this Thursday and Fall Guys next.
Nice.
Sounds
I
good.
love that, and what you said about
Heroes in a house show.
Turtle Power.
I don't like. Those are some of the best moments if I think back to.
They're the world's most fearsome fighting.
Oh, did you see that? I didn't see that. Where did you see it? And having them go out and find it. So I think that's gonna be one of those things.
We talk about that a lot. That sort of water cooler.
You know, we can form a band, the Midweek Band. You got pretty good voices.
No one wants to hear me sing.
Oui. You can sing in France in general.
I'll try. I'll get booed off the stage now.
You know what I noticed as well with people after the shows, they were all saying the movement and the gunplay and Starfield didn't look that great. I said, well, have you played a Fallout game before? Have you,
Yeah,
do
I
you
was gonna
not
say,
see the
it's about the best
humongous
thing in the
improvement
show.
on the movement and the gunplay?
So much better than previous games.
I definitely feel like they've had some help from
Oh Lord.
100%.
And the fun and the best part, comparing it to No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Lord, oh Lord.
No Man's Skyrim.
No Man's Sky is so much better than it was now, but it doesn't look anything like this game.
Yep.
Agreed.
I think it's more like the resource sort of management style, where you shoot the laser at the.
It's easy to compare loads of games like that.
Yeah.
The one thing I was glad to see was people, of course, then the fanboys got a hold of it, but before the fanboys got a hold of it was the comparison between Forza Motorsport 7 and the new Forza Motorsport was night and day. Like, the difference they've got between those two games is astronomical.
Sorry, was that between Motorsport 7 and the new one? Or
Yeah.
Gran Turismo 7?
Motorsport 7 and the new one, yeah, I've seen those comparisons and they looked insane. So much different between the two. And even Forza Motorsport 7 now, if you go and play it, looks beautiful.
There's so much behind
I can't even imagine just how nice this one's going to look when we've got our hands on it. And even when I was watching back the showcase the other day, and I'm sure a lot of people will think it's the same in chat, when you watch the showcase, you think, this isn't even as good as some of these games can look because we don't have HDR.
Nope. And you've still got that YouTube compression even when you're watching it in 4K.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have HDR, you don't have your Atmos, really. You don't have Vision, Dolby Vision for some of these titles. So when you get your hands on them and you've actually got the full colours, like even this game I think is going to look better colour-wise when they've got HDR applied to it. Because I think a lot of them look a little bit washed out, but that's again the constraints of YouTube and Twitch.
Somebody money for the parts that you want. You want to build it. All of those things are sort of part of the fun.
And I think specifically, actually thinking of Redfall, in some cases on Redfall when I was watching the gameplay, it looked too white and too bright. And I thought that has to be HDR. I think if HDR's involved there, then the whites wouldn't be that blinding in some circumstances. You'd have a little bit more colour.
So great. Pete, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, Pete. Now, coming up, we'll hear from our friends around the world, including Squanch Games, Obsidian.
I can't wait to see more of High on Life.
Yeah, same here.
Let's hear from the creators of one of the world's most popular.
The game looks fun.
You know what it reminds us of, though? Because I had so much fun playing Psychonauts 2. And it just reminds us of that kind of, like, weird world that you can explore and enjoy.
It reminded me a lot of Oddworld Stranger's Wrath.
Yeah.
Oof. A unique online multiplayer action game with players all around the globe.
Hi.
As a NetEase
I'm gonna give this Naraka Bladepoint a try. I don't know whether or not I'll like it, but I'm gonna give it a try. It comes out like next month or something, doesn't it? So.
I think it's next week. Next week. It's
next week. Well, it's even better.
June 26th.
Gamepass, a platform with a huge player base.
Next week, yeah. Next week.
Future.
Awesome.
Naraka has been so well received on the PC platform. I am so
grateful to the I think I'll give it a try as well because the game looks good.
Is this just a like
hack and slash battle royale, isn't it?
It's a hack and slash battle royale, yeah, 60 players.
Yeah,
pass.
Hey, did they fix this game? What's it called, Dutch? The game that came out in January? That has so many issues. I forgot the name of the game.
Well, I'm not sure.
What was that game called?
I tell you, one of the characters in this game though looks like Akuma from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
The guy with all the pearls around his neck. He looks like Akuma.
Man, Assassin's Creed Origins runs awesome on Series X.
I just don't care enough about Assassin's Creed anymore to rush to it.
Yeah. It's great for those who really enjoyed Origins because I know it has some of people's most favourite Assassin's Creed ever. So I can understand why they're happy for it, but I'm not.
Nice
I
for those
enjoyed the
people
game,
who
but
haven't.
I'm not going to go back to it.
Nice for those people who haven't already completed everything on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
For me,
like me, who has. So I'm like, okay.
I want Black Flag. That's what I want. I want Black Flag.
An update for Black
With
Flag.
everything new in it. I love Black Flag.
Oh yeah, Black Flag would be great if it.
What the hell is that all about? Did you see that red face there? That was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Oh dear lord!
Wait, so you see
you can put faces in.
Wait, so you see Phil?
They better have a big beard in this game.
You can make your own waifu in this game. Wait, you can put Phil Spencer's face in here.
Jesus Christ!
I must be way ahead of you guys.
I'm like 10 seconds behind, but I don't care enough to go to Twitch and catch up.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, they better have a big ass beard in this game, otherwise I'll be disappointed.
Do you remember when they put that like face thing into one of the Rainbow Six games back in the day? And,
oh god!
And like people put their nutsacks on the characters' faces.
Yes. Yeah. I used to
camera
do that for
the
FIFA all the
360
time.
caused so many issues.
Yeah, I used to do it for FIFA all the time, and you would get some right funky faces go when you were trying to get it right, like blurs and like.
When you're actually trying to put your own face in the game, it never looked like you. Never.
No.
It's like, who the hell's that? That's not me.
Bill Spencel.
I can't wait to give this game a try.
Players will see the first chapter of our campaign.
Oh, there's a campaign in it as well. Oh,
yeah.
There's a campaign.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting.
Cool.
Disarming a boss won't be as easy as disarming.
This is gonna be a fun game.
Is it co-op campaign?
Yeah, I would imagine so, because it's up to 60 players online, so I'd imagine it's co-op campaign.
Okay, you got me interested now.
You know, I'm glad they did, I'm glad they did this extended showcase, because now getting deeper into this is getting me more hyped. This game is gonna be awesome. Seriously, it will be.
If you're playing the campaign and it's co-op, Dutch, I'll join you.
Jump in. Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
same.
Why not? I'm going to give it a try. Like I say, there's no guarantees I'll love it, but it's
And
on
it is-
Gamepass, so I'll try it.
It's worth the try. What's this?
Okay.
Oh,
Xbox Game Studios. It has to be Minecraft. Yeah, Oxide? Yeah, that's Minecraft, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. It's turn-based.
No,
on
no,
it.
no.
Okay, actually, show me what this game is, because I haven't got a fucking clue.
Whoa, what is this?
This is
It
a
looks so
turn-based
cool.
strategy game called, I think it was
Some
Aura.
gameplay
Was it
today.
Aura?
That's Aura.
yeah.
It's Aura, we
This
saw
is
this.
a Civ type game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to see
yeah, yeah,
gameplay of this to see what the hell it is.
Quick heads up, by the way, that Naraka, or whatever it's called, Bladepoint, you can actually pre-install it.
Oh, nice. Sweet, I'll
on
do
the
that.
app.
You can't do that with Ninja Tales. I tried that
It's
earlier.
only on
It's not-
PC though. It says it'll only install it on PC. So, is it PC only?
No, I don't think so. I think it was console as well.
Guess I'm on the wrong section. Oh, I'm on the PC. Oh, sorry, I'm on the PC section. That's
Oh.
why. Now I can't find it.
I'm sure.
Oh no, it is. It's there. It
Oh,
is.
sweet.
It's just further down the list on the Xbox list. Yeah, there we go. 21 gig. That's not bad.
Right.
Show
Give me
some
gameplay of Aura, please.
Please give us gameplay of Aura. Please. History Untold. Join the Insider
Yes.
program. Oh, we can join the Insider program.
Excited to welcome our
So that means you can play it in the Insider program.
Yes, here we go.
Look at their historical grand strategy game for PC called Aura History Untold. Dan, Michelle, thank you two for joining us today.
Thank you for having
Right, show me what Aura is.
Yes,
'Cause this is a second party deal, so this is Microsoft, well, Xbox Game Studios with Oxide. This is a second party agreement. So they're developing this for Xbox.
I love me some history, so I've been looking forward to talking to you two about this. Now, we all know this is not your first strategy game, but the vision behind Aura is so ambitious. So tell us more about it, and also for those who are new to Oxide Games, we would love to hear more about the studio as well.
So, Oxide Games was founded 9.5 years ago in my basement, actually, from the development leads.
Yes, Gruesome Glenn, Turtles is the 16th, that's right.
And what's really
Yep.
great about working on a
That's
new
sweet.
IP is that you don't have kind of these previous expectations that a sequel would have. And so the sky really was the limit, and we got to
2 days
take the
time
genre
till
to a
Tales.
new space, and we really
Oh,
hope that not only
God, this
fans
looks
of strategy
big.
games
This
like
looks
but
very
people who
detailed,
never played a
actually.
strategy game before will find something
Yeah.
to love as well.
You're absolutely taking it to the next level. I think I saw like a
It's like
drone
city
within,
skylines, but more of a like
something
building
like
it
that.
from the
It's
ground up.
Very fascinating.
Like
And
going
I
through
think that,
history.
I can't wait to
if you're
give this
someone who
one a
really
try.
enjoys history, it's bringing like all the worlds together, all the periods of time together, and that's a grand vision in itself. So how does the vision of Aura impact the player experience within the game?
So one of the kind of big things
Nice. Look at that. That looks awesome.
how to make the game less
When did
about
they add the
finding
Ninja
optimal
Gaiden
path
games
and
to
really good ways
Game
to
Pass?
make it more
Oh, the other
meaningful to
day,
the player, make it unique
they
to
added them all
themselves.
in backwards
So
compatible
what are
and
different kinds of
upgraded
choices you
for.
can bring to the players
They're all
that when you
touch
play, it's different
control
than
as
when I
well.
play?
Yeah.
So you
And
can
yet
play them on the
we
cloud
put
with
it together.
touch.
All
How
X
can
and
we do
S
things to really
enhanced as well, I
impact
think.
agency and expression, and
Jeez.
really let you express your values and your play styles through the different mechanics in the product.
That's literally just before the Koei Tecmo thing announcement the other on the main show.
It was at Jeff's show, wasn't it, when they announced the Ninja Gaiden games?
Yeah.
Was it Jeff's show?
Yeah. And then it came onto Gamepass, and then obviously we got the new Koei Tecmo game straight after that by Ninja.
In a visual way, and so you're going
okay, this looks. I mean, looks. I still want to know how the game plays, if that makes sense, because at the minute it looks kind of like a Civilizations. Remember the old game on PC called Black and White?
Yep.
And so the
it reminds me of that, where you're the god, and you can choose to be destructive, or you can choose to be like good.
From doing something like that, but we have our own proprietary engine that allows us to.
I love Black and White. That's a PC game I'd love for them to come back.
Oh, Black and White, man. Wow, I played the hell out of that game.
Yes, Sim.
Look at that. This looks fantastic.
Sean, I also have a denim jacket. They are definitely back in fashion. I already I've done that one.
Just never go out in double denim, though. That's a mistake no man should make.
I can pull that off.
Jacket?
Double blue denim.
Not unless you Kanye West and you know.
Only very few people can get away with double denim.
You've got to have a big beard.
And even then, it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah. Beards are required for double denim.
My dad almost went out in double denim. It was about a year ago, and I looked at him and I was like, "Are you serious?"
You can take that jacket off. You're not going out the house.
You didn't realise
you go into a status quo gig. Get that fucking top on.
He didn't even realise he had double denim on. I had to be like, "You do realise what you're wearing, right?"
Behind the scenes
I'm
ungrounded.
excited for. This is really. This game's really good.
Yes.
There's a few things on it that's actually.
I do actually need to get back into Grounded, so if people want to play that, I know it's 4-player.
There's a praying mantis in it, according to this trailer as well. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Who put you here? Exactly. And how are you going to get?
We finally get a story.
The big questions that people are asking about Grounded.
I'll wait until the story releases. I think it's what did they say? It was September or something.
This is the story. The story comes with the 1.0.
Yeah.
Everyone was
so,
like, that's a very unusual.
I'll wait till the 1.0 releases before I jump into it.
One of the things that we did early on was establish the art style of Grounded. Things started.
I've tried it like a little bits here and there.
Prototypes.
Seeing
some of the cool
but I haven't.
the first time we added like the spider.
I haven't played loads of it, and I was playing by myself, so I was shitting myself going into like spider nests and things. I was like,
you know what? You know what? You can put it in creative mode, so you can build without any, you know, like Minecraft.
Yeah.
But you can still get the achievements.
So. I wanted everyone to be
I quite enjoy just going around building and crafting stuff.
Is a designer on the team.
Me and the little one like playing it.
Extends into
I might try that out then, just to get the achievements, and then play the story when that comes out.
That's probably one of the big.
Wasn't there a movie where people shot spiders or tarantulas? I think it was called Eight-Legged Freaks. Wasn't that the movie?
Yeah. That was funny.
Oh, that was a funny movie.
Fanto, that's you've got a good point there as well. That was a good announcement yesterday for Resident Evil fans. Resi 2, 3, and 7 all got X and S upgrades yesterday. With ray
that Resident
tracing.
Evil 4 remake looks so good.
Yeah, and Resi 4 looks
I
nice.
can't wait for that.
And now we can play through the story.
You know, I have not watched the Capcom. I need to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Most of it was a snooze fest, in my opinion.
There was a lot of Monster World.
The Resi stuff was the best stuff, right?
You know
and
what
they
the
all get
strange
free
thing
next-gen
was?
updates.
Is before the Capcom stream, there was a stream on another channel just before it that played everything that was in the Capcom stream.
Really?
Yeah. Like everything. When the Capcom stream came up, I was like, I've literally just seen this like about an hour ago.
First big boss. And then we came out with a bunch of mini bosses like Termite King and the Assistant Manager. But in this trailer, we're showing players the Mantis. What can they expect from this? So we're super excited to finally show off the Mantis. And I know that's been a big ask from players.
Ooh, Mantis.
See a praying Mantis in the game.
Many new bosses.
Nice. Do we have anything else that the players can get excited about? You know, the Mantis is just a little tease of one of the new boss fights, but there's more to come, right? Like potentially many boss fights that.
You know, this is one of the teams where I'm really happy to see that their little vision for this game has pulled off a huge audience. Like more than 10 million people have played the game so far.
It was only wasn't like 4 people that started making this game. It was only 4, right?
10, I think it was.
10 million, yeah.
It was
crazy.
Which is insane because it was like a team of what, 12?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
How much ground it has grown.
But everything in the game is beautiful. The water droplets, everything is fantastic.
You know where it is? It's a lot of kids love this game, which is also really awesome to see. Kids and adults can enjoy it together, and we've seen that with with yourself, Nick, potentially. You've seen that with Colt Eastwood. He plays it with his kids.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know Colt plays it with his kids like I do.
I agree. Best community ever.
It's just good fun. Like I said, in that creative mode, it's just chill as well. You don't have to worry about anything.
Wait, in the bottom it says something. Wait, the bottom it says something. Real quick.
It's a Game Pass promotion that's going on.
No, there's a Paris bit coming up, and he's in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
Is this helicopter just come into Flight Sim?
Yeah, helicopters in Flight Sim. Harris is the co-pilot now.
Yeah, he's got his flight jacket on.
You gotta love Paris.
Yeah, great.
Have you been in a helicopter before?
There we go.
Huh?
Have you been in a helicopter before?
I haven't, no.
My uncle, my uncle's got his license, and he used to take us out quite a bit, and that's a weird feeling being in a helicopter. Of course,
I always wanted to learn to fly a helicopter.
Just going up the way. Right. The thing is, though, is you pay for the air time as opposed to the lessons. So the air time to be in the air was the best part of like 150, 200 quid an hour.
Damn.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll see. Let's go.
Dang.
That's in the UK. I don't know what airspace costs are in the US.
That Blackbird. Wow.
This is the type of stuff I love, and this is like the ultimate geek stuff is going to like aircraft museums.
They put on quite a hefty air show down where I live.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, massive. They do one in the north as well, but it's nowhere near as good.
This makes a lot of sense. I saw during the
There's like a massive airfield, like, less than 15 minutes from me.
Yeah. They need to bring a lot more of the, and I keep saying this, and people might or might not want it, but they need to bring a lot more of the World War II era planes in. They all.
The spirit of Crazy Louie there.
Yeah.
Where? It's coming. Any second now. I got just ahead of you.
There it is, the spirit of Crazy Louie.
Where am I?
Perfect scan, which is what we'll feature in the 40th anniversary edition. But as Nick and I kept talking, it was very clear, you know.
I don't see myself though. Where is it though?
You'll see it in a second. It's a plane.
And Microsoft celebrating its 40th
It's a
anniversary.
plane?
Match
Yep.
made in heaven.
Yeah.
And there's lots of things we can do.
Yeah, authenticity.
Called the Spirit of St. Louis.
Access, it's all there.
Really?
Hoping that
Yep.
if
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a
has fun
famous
with
plane.
the community with the content that we initially collaborated on, a couple of our most historic aircraft, and some of the other aircraft in this center are already in the simulator.
Oh, look at that.
Maybe we can jump in with
Ah, there it is. Spirit of St.
Wow,
Louis.
you're way behind.
Yeah.
We'll go crazy. We'll put the space shuttle in there.
No. The thing is, I didn't see. I saw it on the channel.
Ah, right, okay.
All right, you guys have never been here before. right?
This is my first
Ooh,
Alright,
space
so,
shuttle.
keep your eyes peeled,
Oh,
stick
please.
together, and you
Discovery.
got something special for you right around here.
Check this
I
out.
still think that they should do a Star Wars crossover with Flight Sim.
I wouldn't
Do
rule
a
it
planet
out.
like Tatooine.
I wouldn't. You know
The
what the thing
Millennium
is, though,
Falcon
is
in it.
a lot of the modders are starting to make X-Wings and things like that, so you'll see those come into the Flight Sim store, of course, separately.
Oh dear Lord! Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Like going to hyperspeed and going to another planet. That would
Have you not tried the new Dark Star that they've got in from the Top Gun?
No, I have not.
Yeah, there's the Dark Star which goes at Mach 10, so you can go into space with that.
Concorde.
You know, I keep saying amazing because this place
And the Pelican. Oof.
There's a team actually called Boom, BOOM, and they're creating the next hypersonic plane. It looks very similar to the
Big update
Concorde.
for United States coming in.
Yeah.
And just today, we're actually launching World Update 10. And guess what?
Tell me.
It's the United States. And it's huge.
It's funny that the crippling of the Concorde had nothing to do with Concorde. It was all down to a bit of friggin' metal on a on a runway.
Look at that, damn. Every time I see this game, it just amazes me. Look how beautiful it looks.
It's a famous plane, and that's also launching today, and it's a great coincidence.
It's actually a huge coincidence. Jorg's been working on that Beechcraft since before we met, but it's a great example of how much we already had in common.
So Jorg, what can we expect the rest of the year from Flight Sim?
We have a ton of.
I know Dutch is happy.
So today is World Update 10. We have 2 more World Updates, one in August and one in October. And then in November, we have the big 40th anniversary edition, which will be an absolute delight for anyone who loves
Yes,
aviation.
Sean, we are aviation nerds.
Yep.
Confirmed.
Confirmed, yep. Massive aviation nerds.
Not so much me. I couldn't tell the difference between any airplanes, really.
Oh, helicopters.
It's the sounds that I like.
There it is.
It's the sounds of some of these older aircraft are absolutely
Hang
beautiful.
gliders.
Yeah.
So what helicopters are we getting? Are we getting the famous Huey or the Black Hawk too?
You probably will in
Looks like
future,
a basic
yeah.
one to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there'll be one of them. Once the mechanics are in for it, then it'll be one of them. We'll
Oh
probably
god,
get loads
modders
of
will
them
be
coming.
all over that as soon as they've got the basics in.
Yeah.
I love that Paris is wearing like exactly the same jacket.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
November.
Oh, he's got yeah, they've both got the Flight Sim jacket on, I like that.
It's a really cool way for us to integrate with the creator community.
Now, how do I get this?
If you're on Gamepass, if you already own
November,
Flight Sim,
so-
40th anniversary edition is a free upgrade.
This
Rocketeer plane.
Incredible experience, seeing all these planes and going through the history and everything that's.
There's my plane. Yes.
The thing is, for Flight Sim on console, you need so much space for all the add-ons. Like, each one of the planes that I download are anything between, like, 1 and 5 gig. Per plane.
There we go. He had to get the Maverick bit in there, didn't he,
Today
Paris?
was a good day, but now I have.
Do they have the F-14 Tomcat?
It's coming.
I'm headed to the danger zone, baby.
There's a Maverick update, so I think it's in that, isn't it?
Yeah. Available now, yeah.
Yes.
You gotta love Paris. He's a legend.
Fanfest España.
Hostia.
I came in Madrid just yesterday to be here in FanFest Xbox, and I'm so excited. Estamos aquí en Madrid para ver nuevos juegos como Starfield, que yo personalmente le tengo muchísima ganas.
Me ha encantado y no me lo podía perder. Este es un evento único.
Why gaming? Just a passion. Es una experiencia única. Me ofrecen algo que no encuentro en otro lado. Lo que te digo, es como una familia para mí.
Me ha parecido genial y un cierre para un evento así maravilloso.
High on life.
Just the passion that people have. I feel very welcome.
Nice.
Hey, we're just a snippet of Squanch Games.
Oh, high on life. High on life.
It's a little bit like, well, Microsoft Excel.
That is nothing at all.
Dude, seriously, that guy looks like John Lennon.
Like Microsoft Excel.
I love that Justin Roiland's wearing the Return of the Living Dead t-shirt. I fucking love that movie.
This game's gonna be friggin' hilarious.
Yes, it is.
Pretty insane. There's a lot.
Is this going to be a co-op game?
I have no idea.
You're typically known for working in animation. What brings you into the world of games? Why are you in the world of games?
Yeah. I'm obsessed with games. Have been my whole life. Always had ideas. Always had, things I would love to make, but just never thought I could ever step into that arena because I lack all the skills needed.
You don't know how
other than like creative direction, creative.
Surprised you've never done a Rick and Morty game, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they have, or at least attempted it, and it wasn't very good.
To be able to have an idea like that. Has it not just been like playable characters in like?
Yeah, I
Fortnite
think
and
so.
stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't know whether they've actually.
They're like a
made their own
VR
game.
Rick and Morty game or something.
I think so. I think it was all right actually.
Maybe.
lit the fire of Squanch Games. And then we shipped Trover and we shipped Accounting Plus. And
Yeah, Rick and Morty Virtual Reality it was called.
Dream game. This is like our real legit swing at like a proper
Triple I game.
You know, like we're indie, but like this is like our triple A. Like
Oh, I like that. We are indie, but this is our AAA attempt.
yeah, this is a triple
Yeah.
A game.
So the story of our game mostly follows like Earth being invaded by this evil
This
criminal
game is going to be a lot of fun.
aliens who come in and kidnap humans and start
It looks
selling
really
them
good though. It does look fun.
And you're the one
Yeah,
who
it looks
picks up the
fantastic.
talking gun and stop them.
And when you select a cartel leader that you're gonna go
This is it.
after,
You need people like him and Tim Schafer with these wacky ideas and fucking insane minds to create worlds.
What I love about Justin Roiland is like he's unscripted. A lot of the lines he does are just he goes off script, does his own thing. It's very like ad lib.
Myself and Mikey Spano, who is our art director, him and I worked like a ton on the sort of art direction of the game. He really kind of landed in this space, which was kind of Blade Runner meets the Muppets. So we're trying to capture that feeling of both characters.
Some of these characters.
And then each world is its own kind of unique flavor, right? I think some of the ideas came from very kind of core thoughts. Like we want to have an awesome alien, like drug-den spa on an asteroid. And yeah, what makes me
An alien drug den.
the sort of really
Yep.
clear and like it's almost deceiving.
These guns reminds me of the gun skip in Cyberpunk, to be honest.
The guns are these talking alien Gatlians. They're all shaped somewhat like a gun you'd find on Earth, but they've evolved to be just gun-like in their own way. And so this race of Gatlians each has their own unique personality, their unique set of abilities, and you're going to be rescuing them from this evil alien cartel.
It's gonna be so weird having guns that are talking to you.
The bad guys.
Yeah. I never
The
experienced
knife
something
is
like
what
this.
I'm like most excited to use. I reckon the knife's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Isn't he Australian as well, the knife?
I can't remember.
Hear their dialogue, be part of different dialogue scenes and stuff.
And sometimes you can unlock the guns in a different order than another player has. So
That's
when you
right.
go back through a level, you'll see things that you would have been able to access if you did it
It
in the other order.
reminds me so much of Stranger's Wrath.
We talked about this crazy good game that sounds amazing. Why should people be excited?
Like
to
I say,
play
it's just these wild, imaginative minds that you get with people like Tim Schafer and Justin Roiland is exactly what the gaming space needs. These people that just don't give a shit and they just create what they want to create. Which is why I can't wait to see what Tim Schafer's Double Fine do next, because they don't want to do another Psychonauts so quickly. They want to do something else.
It'd be cool if Tim Schafer and Justin Roiland got together and did something. Could you imagine that?
And of course, let's not forget, still this year, even though we don't have an exact date yet, Monkey Island returns. So we've got that silliness back again.
And there's so much fun to be had for the
You can
most
skip
part.
it all. We worked really hard on it. If you want to skip it.
Yeah, if you want to just like miss out on like, you know,
Yeah,
some
if you're
of
like
the
a big
coolest...
dummy and you don't want to play the game at all, that's fine. We're not going to judge you. We're just going to be upset.
I love that they're giving shit to people that probably won't play it.
Yeah. Sumo Nottingham. What's this? The hell's this?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're kidding me, right? No. No, you're kidding me, right?
What is this?
No. Texas Chainsaw
It
Massacre.
is, yeah, it is.
Texas
I
Chainsaw
heard about this
Massacre.
being in the works.
Oh,
Wait, no, you wait.
They'll be coming to Gamepass then, surely.
Oh my God, no! You're crazy.
Nice.
Gamepass.
Day one with Gamepass.
I didn't see this one, Chris.
Yes!
Gamepass. 2023.
I can almost feel the shirt coming off then.
A multiplayer horror game based on true events.
That was. Oh, you Lord, yes!
Are you happy with it then? You've got
Looks pretty
a
interesting.
surprise announcement there.
The Happy Louis.
Oh, I'm gonna turn into this now. Okay, let's just do it.
To be honest, I didn't expect that we'd see anything like that.
who is an artist.
That's nice. That's a nice little touch.
He gets involved in a series of murders and scandals and tries to unravel them over a period of about 25 years. The name Pentiment, it is specifically referring to paintings in which there's an older painting underneath the painting that you see.
I'm not sure what to say about this game.
You see what was left behind. This has a bunch of significance.
Looks interesting.
Has a lot of significance to the idea of
Yeah.
kind of being covered.
Question: where are you guys watching the stream? Because I feel like you guys are ahead of me.
Twitch.
I'm on Twitch.
YouTube where? Which part?
Just on the official Xbox.
Yeah, I'm on there too. Xbox Games Showcase Extended, right?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Try Twitch instead.
Yeah, try Twitch. It's not like I'm not even that far behind Mick, and Mick's maybe he's about 5-10 seconds ahead of me at most. But it's not. Don't worry too much about this. Like, if you want to go on Twitch and get a little bit ahead, that's fine. For this particular reaction, it's not not big of a deal. So go on to Twitch and get yourself up to date.
Chainsaw Massacre. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh man!
What was that silly game? What was that silly periodic game we played not too long ago that was on Gamepass, where you could slap all the nuns and
Procession
things
to
like...
Cavalry?
That's the one. If this was more like Procession to Cavalry, I'd be interested.
That's really the focus of
But it seems too serious for me.
Things do change, but really it's the characters where you see all the crazy stuff happen.
Yeah, this doesn't really appeal to me that much.
Yeah, me neither.
I like the art style, I can appreciate that, but I don't really go out of my way to play these types of games.
I think the 16th century has always been really interesting to me because it was a time of such social upheaval in Europe. I think when we look at social change in the past, it seems like it's a thing that always happens outside of our time. But right now, I think we're maybe more aware than ever that social change is happening constantly. And people are always struggling with it. It's always a difficult process.
Yeah.
And so I hope
Sean
that
says,
people from the past, we can see that
Pentiment is growing on me. Yeah, well, if it interests you, then dive in. It's Game Pass after all.
Yep.
If you like it, brilliant. If you don't, no harm, no foul. We haven't paid anything.
Facts.
Oh, okay.
Joanna Dark's also excited for Pentiment.
All you had to do was blow the bloody doors off.
I'm not sure how the multiplayer will work in this game.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, this doesn't appeal to me either, to be honest.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I mean,
Mr.
it
Joanna
looks
Dark
good.
says, I'm excited for Pentiment. I play weird games.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
Anyone who loves brilliant storytelling.
I'm waiting for, I don't know,
It's also a social experience and about sharing
Fallen Dynasty. Yeah.
I took my inspiration.
Hope I can see.
Yeah, I'm not really into this.
Yeah, me neither.
And it's not just this one I haven't been interested in. I don't like any of the choice-based games. Like your Walking Dead, whatever it was called. I've forgotten the name of it now.
You want big choices, the tentpole ones that
The
will remember.
I've forgotten the name of them now.
But also you weave in the smaller things, the drama bit, like the relationships. Are you gonna stay married? When you lost
Like the only point-and-click adventures that I like are the ones from like Grim Fandango and Monkey Island and things because they're funny.
Very mature themes that you
Got some
don't
humour.
find in a video game. It really gives you agency over characters that are relatable, that are familiar to you.
Yeah, I don't really get on with those point-and-click games that are very story-heavy like that.
You will like Monkey Island, and you will play Monkey Island. God damn it!
How to make you play it?
You got it for free the other week, so you can't say you can't play it.
I think we should all play the new one together.
Yeah.
As though none of us know it.
Yeah.
And what the answers and try and play it together on a stream at the same time and see how we go on.
Yeah.
across multiple states in the US.
I'd much rather watch a TV show than this type of game.
Yeah, can we skip this game?
The players are very much needed.
Sean, if you love Telltale's Walking Dead game, then you probably love this. That's on now. This kind of choice-based narrative game.
One golden path. There's so many different ways through the story.
It's not for me, and that's the same for all Telltale games. Like, I don't like them. They're just not my games.
I like The Walking Dead just because it was The Walking Dead and it was based on the comics and not the terrible TV show.
Yeah.
Hey, the TV show is good.
Up to season 7.
I mean,
Yeah, up to a point,
seasons were
and then it went downhill.
Yeah.
And it reveals something about the player themselves.
I really like the first 3 or 4 seasons, to be honest.
Sorry, I just going through Twitter, just seen Miles's tweet, and it says maybe with Starfield having over 100 systems and 1,000 planets to explore means there will be a world where I can play Legend of Mana on Xbox.
He'll get that dream one day. He'll get that dream one day.
Experience, so 1 to 8 players, because we wanted to draw in people who weren't necessarily gamers. Gamers are going to love this game as well because it's a very mature.
Why is this taking so long?
This doesn't feel like this needs this much time.
I think it's because no one knows what the fuck it is.
To be honest, if that hasn't changed with this, I don't think it will change. I wasn't interested in this game when they first announced it, and I don't think that's going to change.
Yeah.
Like I say,
It feels like one of them games where you're going to...
and Sean are interested in it, so I know they'll be playing it.
It feels like one of them games where you're just going to hate every character that's in it, because they're all going to be whiny in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm going to miss it when it's done.
Good. Let's move along.
Hey, she's using her cell phone.
Oh, Slime Rancher.
Slime Rancher 2. Okay.
Good luck to them, and I hope it plays off. I hope it does well.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've not been ever played any of those like Walking Dead or Batman or any of those ones. I've never really got into them either. So
yeah.
To be honest, I liked first Slime Rancher, and I'm interested to see what's coming next.
Let's go.
I've never played the
Slime
first one.
Rancher is something I'll probably
Yeah, I haven't
try
played
out
the first
with
one either.
Me and Layla will probably play this.
Yeah.
Hi, Victor Humphreys.
It's a nice, chill game.
Yeah.
Yes, you're nervous. I am too. That is cool. Uh-huh. Hi, Beatrix.
We're getting Louis' narration of the
Ancient
game here.
technology. Natural resources. Okay.
Louis narration.
Louis in streamer mode right now.
Yeah.
Rainbow Island. Well fed and happy.
It looks cutesy and things, but again, this game's not for me. But I know a lot of people love it, so
yeah,
I'm glad they're
I
getting
will play it.
I mean,
oh, look at that! You feed them.
Just don't.
Yeah.
With all these colours, just don't ever leave this on your OLED and leave it on pause while
Yeah.
you go away and have your tea. You know what I mean? Or you're gonna come back with some serious.
Yeah,
screen
go out and explore. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Ah, and I'm happy. Look at that, little bunnies.
Yeah. Hey, it's a chill game.
What is he stealing the animals though?
Yeah.
Why?
You can combine the animals.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You give them different. I don't know what's we're calling the poop.
Okay. Valuable resources. Nice. Okay.
You can combine them.
I have to say, there seems a lot more to this one than the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did try the last one when it came out and
What a
got
mess.
boring pretty quickly. So.
This is.
Yeah, I got bored.
I was going to say this
quickly as
reminds me
well.
of like a Bug Snacks, but probably a little bit more to this one than Bug Snacks.
I still ain't even bothered with
Open.
Bug Snacks.
Nice.
Yeah, Retro Nerd, he says Slime Rancher looks good to me. It's just a game to play on the fly.
There's Larry.
Larry.
Haven't seen how Larry,
All
Mr.
right.
Larry Herb for a
When
while.
is it coming out? Coming fall 2022. All right.
Yep. I think Louis is behind us.
A little bit.
Am I?
A smidge.
Again.
Only a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
That was stupid, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Isn't that Major Nelson?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Where's my Uber?
Major Nelson stole Pete Hines' hair, confirmed.
Let's go.
You're in Melbourne and you're wearing a sweater.
Yeah.
Seriously? You're like the only person.
Welcome back to Melbourne. It is so great to be here.
Again, that guy's got a hat on, so.
Well, at least they sent one of the big guns
To be honest,
from
that's
Xbox
me,
over
mate.
to Australia. Instead
I
of
wear a
having
hat
the logo
everywhere.
guy.
Yeah, but you're not living in Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's a little bit warmer there than it is where you are.
Oh, I'd still be wearing a hat if I was in Melbourne. I'm just like one of those people that always wear a hat.
Sweat that's pouring down your face and into your eyes. Nope, hat stays on. I really wish they'd. Oh, that's nice. I really wish they'd release that DLC for Forza, you know, at this point, because I really feel like playing it.
Yep.
Hot Wheels coming to Forza.
Speak of the devil.
How are they wearing sweaty onesies in Melbourne? Oh,
Maybe
it's
they
winter.
just had the aircon cranked right up in that.
Apparently,
in
it's
that
winter in
stadium.
Melbourne and it's currently 8 degrees.
Ooh, behind the wheels
It's
of
winter,
us.
so it's only 35 degrees
Yes!
centigrade.
Our fans have been telling us for years.
Let's go.
Oh, Charlie Hudson, come on.
Hot Wheels expansion. So we've been waiting for the right time to bring
Louis the hype.
Hot Wheels adventure. Forza Horizon 5 presented the perfect opportunity to bring Hot Wheels to life like never before with the power of the Xbox Series X and S.
It really does sound like the perfect time for Forza Horizon and Hot Wheels. So I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit more.
Okay, according to Alexa, it's 12 degrees in Melbourne today, so that is like a normal day for us in the UK.
Which is comprised of over 200 kilometers of the fastest, most extreme.
Jesus, wept the size of this stuff,
Once
man.
there, you'll join the Hot Wheels Academy and set out to take on Forza Horizon's most extreme racing
Magnet
yet.
tracks. I wondered what those metal plates were.
Yeah, I think you'd need them at that when you're doing that. Well, you're straight off the edge.
You'll take on new driving experiences across gravity-defying magnet tracks, as well as ice, water flume, and rumble tracks.
So we spoke loads about biomes in the build-up to Forza Horizon 5's launch. Are we expecting something similar in
Holy
Forza
shit,
Horizon
that plane flying through the
So
track.
we're truly going to see the power of the
A Vulcan or something, that
Yeah,
wasn't
it looked
No?
like it, didn't it?
Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels,
Yeah.
all new biomes. The amount of detail
Yeah,
and
job getting that thing through there.
into the 4
Too
new
right you would.
biomes is breathtaking. We have the rugged Giants Canyon, where you'll hear the growl of your engine bouncing back off the intricately detailed rock formations. The Ice Cauldron, where frozen tundra drips into the glistening molten lava.
It's obviously a very
Forest
large
Falls,
expansion.
You'll see a tree canopy towering over
Yeah.
epic
It's
waterfalls.
big.
And finally, the visually stunning and exhilarating Horizon Nexus, where the Horizon Festival is suspended among a web of Hot Wheels tracks. And there's more, because new players can jump into Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels as early as possible during the main game's initial experience.
And how are people going to be able to use Event Lab in Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels?
So in Event Lab, you'll have the freedom to design, build, and share using the new Hot Wheels Creation Kit. That's over 80 new track and stunt pieces that
This
instantly
feels
snap
very,
together thanks
very
to our new building
scripted.
tools.
This.
And then share your creations with
Yeah.
the entire community for players to discover and play.
We are
80 new tracks.
Building an ever-evolving catalogue of new player-created Hot Wheels events that everyone will enjoy.
They all sound absolutely incredible, Mike. But I'm going to ask you the most important question in the room.
Do you want to talk? If they got Erwin to interview him, it would be more like a grilling. So why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? Why does it feel like this?
We gotta get him.
Where are we going? Let's fucking go!
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels introduces the most extreme tracks we've seen yet in Forza. So we've added some new extreme track toys and hypercars to go with them. I want to call out the Hennessy Venom F5 and the Mosler MT900 GT3. Their speed is unlike anything we've seen before.
So we know Forza Horizon 5 fans naturally love co-op. So how is that
Bit of
continuing
co-op
in
action,
Hot
it's
Wheels?
good.
So, in a first for Forza, you can join up with your friends and play from the very start of the experience in co-op. You and your friends will then take on a new campaign, moving your way up through faster and faster car classes until you unlock the extreme speed of X-Class and become a Hot Wheels legend. You can also choose to take on the world in Horizon Open or team up with your friends to take on a team of drivatars in the Horizon Tour.
Ooh, I absolutely love that. Final question now, though. When can we expect to play?
Yes, so Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels releases...
I feel like they burnt through that really quickly, but then they gave us 20 minutes of Pentiment and...
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining me. It's been so much fun.
Yeah.
This is the Halo
as
Fall Guys
Dust
trailer
Falls
you
and
sent.
Pentiment.
And Dust and Falls, that's the one, yeah. I was just like, oh, come on, really? Just show me some more Falls.
Right, next. Oh, Fall Guys. Oh, this is the this is the one I sent you, General.
Trailer,
So,
It's Master Chief.
I don't know about any of you lot, but I've been collecting, like, you know, on the Prime, Twitch Prime perks. I've been collecting rewards on this game for like since it came out, but I've never played the game. So I'm hoping now, when I join my account up to the game, that all those perks are going to show up.
100%. This is the Master Chief DLC, by the way.
What?
Yep.
Master Chief DLC. Oh yeah, because there's a grunt.
This is the Halo 3 Believe trailer remade in
Yeah.
Fall Guys.
Yeah, of course it is.
Gotta love it.
Jesus Christ. I have to restart this level.
Of course it is, yeah. That's good.
This game is going to be a lot of fun. Believe.
Believe. Yank.
Oh jeez.
Spartan Showdown.
Nice.
Grunt skin as
You
well.
can tell
That's
you
awesome.
will be able to tell
Escheron
every
outfit as
Xbox
well,
player apart from each other because everyone's going to be dressed as Chief or a Grunt or
or a brute.
Or a brute.
Well, Sauerblow's in the game at least because he looks like a grunt.
Now onto our next block, unintended of course. Minecraft Legends is the action strategy take on the franchise.
Minecraft Legends,
right. I'm here with Dennis Rees from Mojang Studios, who has just released.
Okay,
a new
I'm actually
premiere
quite
trailer
excited for this
of
Minecraft Legends because
Dennis,
when we
Yeah,
heard leaks
same.
about it, it said it was a card-based RTS or something, and I was like, nah, pass. But it's not. It's just an open-world action RPG. I'm like, okay, okay, I'm in for that. So
you all went and made Minecraft Dungeons, and now we're moving on to the recently revealed Minecraft Legends. So one, tell me a little bit about what it means for the team to actually be able to reveal the game, and then two, just let us know what Minecraft Legends is.
Well, we are so excited to finally be able to talk about this game with the world. We've been working on this game for some time now. Minecraft Legends is an action strategy game is set in the Minecraft universe. And in order to build this, we really wanted to partner with a great company that understands strategy games. And so that's when we reached out with Blackbird Interactive. And in doing so, we were able to create...
I'm not really interested in this. I like original Minecraft, but this doesn't really
doesn't float your boat.
yeah, it doesn't float my boat.
Yeah.
that's fair enough. I find myself enjoying dungeons more than the main Minecraft.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this
same
to me-
here. I
so
enjoy
this
dungeons.
seems more fun again, possibly. So I'll wait until it comes out and find out for sure. But this does look quite good. Though.
I still have to play the DLCs for dungeons. I have to buy them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you know somebody who's got them, you can just join their game and you can play them anyway.
you know what?
Sounds good.
Gonna probably want to build some alliances with some unexpected friends because they're gonna help you actually defeat the piglins and send them back to where they come from.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, and I love what you said about trying to make a game that's both for fans of Minecraft that exist and new fans coming in. Minecraft can go in so many different directions. I feel like
The hell is a
new
piglin?
game. What made you choose action strategy?
Well, really, it was many years ago, it was a group of folks at Mojang sitting around talking about what game genres they really enjoy. And action and strategy.
Yeah, Mr. WandrinDutch, we should do a community night on Fall Guys. I think we've already said that we're going to probably do that. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And that's where we
100%. It's going to be hilarious as well.
So he also put we need a Kojima skin in the game.
Yeah. That is wearing an Xbox jacket.
Maybe you can put like Kojima's face in that game we saw at the beginning, instead of Phil.
Just with a PlayStation apology on a bit of paper.
On there, and it's in the shape of a badger head. And really, that was meant to be
yes, the salt sword.
Years forward, which here we are now.
I gotta say, I love a good Easter egg. Now, where would you say that Minecraft Legends fits in the overall Minecraft universe?
Well, the Minecraft universe is just always growing and expanding. And if it's not from our partner communities, then it's from Mojang specifically. Like you mentioned, Minecraft Dungeons. That's a great.
I actually really like the Minecraft Dungeons. We play it with Sightless on Sundays sometimes.
Yeah, it's like a Diablo Lite.
Yeah, it is. It's quite good fun, but I do think they've missed the mark with the season pass. I thought it was pretty good at first, and then I realised some of the requirements to level up are ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, nope. So I get to about, the season pass for each month is only about £3.29 or something like that.
Yeah, it's
on
cheap.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
It's coming out in 2023.
But yeah, I only ever get to about level 5 or 6 each season, and then I stop.
Just follow us Twitter, or jump on Minecraft.net.
Dennis, I'm so excited to jump into Minecraft Legends. Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us the lowdown.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, what's next? Fan vs Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, that was quick then. Good.
Yeah, I can't wait for this Minecraft Legends game.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
try it.
definitely going to be giving that a try. So. Easy thieves.
Ooh.
Oh, nice energy sword that guy cosplaying with has got.
They asked me what year Halo came out, won this sweet jersey. I couldn't believe when I was here on site that I would get to meet the real.
Yeah, he has. That's cool.
Experience here, out of this world. It was really cool to see. I'm gonna go get my nails done because they have a nail station and these things need to be painted.
Redfall looks dynamite, and come on, Diablo 4. Why are you so gruesome? All bloody things. No, but it's great. I love it.
I will get my nails done if I go to the next Fan Fest.
Of course you would, Louis.
Yeah, I would.
Coming up, interview with Sarah Bond.
Oh, I just
hell is that?
got an achievement.
It's like a scissor reel of all these different indies going on at the moment.
Photo notes. Wrestling with emotions. Okay. Super.
Hey Mick, it looks like Minecraft Dungeons has some sort of season pass.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I just jumped in and checked it.
Yeah,
Looks
yeah,
nice.
it's pretty good. I mean, for the price of it, you can't really complain. You could easily get to sort of level 5 or 6 and get a few unlockables.
Yeah.
But for like £3 odd or whatever it is in your currency, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks
But with
great.
some of the higher levels, it wants you to put in a lot of time to get to the higher levels.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, for like
Minecraft
$4
needs a ray
for-
tracing update. Yeah, you're right. It does, Fanto, sir. It's I have to say, I don't know what it's like on anyone else's PC, but Minecraft with the ray tracing these days is pretty darn smooth.
It is,
They've really sort of ironed out a lot of the creases. So my hope is that it actually does get a ray tracing.
Well, they put it like
update at some
someone
point.
unlocked it for the Xbox not too long ago, and it worked flawlessly, and then they took it off again.
Inspire the work that
Yeah.
you and your team do.
Yeah.
The creators are just the bedrock of everything we do on my team. You know, when you really think about it, where gaming really comes from is
Man, a lot of things has changed here since I last played.
put into a game that we all get to
yeah.
experience and enjoy. And that's
I
really the
definitely
bedrock
have
of
to
the
buy
industry.
the
What
expansions.
motivates us is to help those people, those developers, bring their stories out. And we think about it in three ways. You know, how do we create a vibrant and engaging gamer community for them to come to through Xbox? What are the set of tools and services that we give them that make it easier and faster and more affordable for them to make a game? And how do we create a range of business models that they can use? Because a business model really enables them to perform all sorts of
You
different
see how
tasks.
people are working at from home?
Yeah, business models, tools, resources, all these provide choices.
What was that, Lou?
And it's increasing these choices for not only the developers, but the players themselves as well.
Yeah.
For example, you and your team just announced a new feature that's going to bring game demos to players. Can you tell us a little bit more about Project Moorcroft?
Project Moorcroft. I know. I love these project names. I wish they would just let me name it, but
Yeah,
they
just
won't.
say it.
I know.
No.
They won't.
Can we change that?
Well, look, we were sitting around as a team and we were thinking about some of the things that we've always loved the most about the gaming industry. And one of them was, remember when you would go to like a show like PAX or E3 and you would go to the show floor and you get to play a demo or a piece of a game and the developer would be right there next to you, talking to you about their experience, asking you to try things out, asking you your feedback. And that was one of the things I loved the most about those experiences. We just don't have them as much anymore, you know, in the way that the world has evolved. And so we thought, gosh, how can we make Game Pass like that? Like, how can we use the power of Game Pass, all of the great discovery
This is
and
justifying the paid demos, isn't it? This bit.
create for creators that opportunity to engage with fans early as they're creating their game, and also for players to get to experience something that they're really anticipating. And so that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to have a program that enables developers to take a piece, a level of their game.
Oh, interesting.
So you're getting compensated for playing these games as well. Interesting.
And we know it's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
work sometimes for
That's
Yeah, they've said that
interesting.
they're paying them extra to do it.
them for their participation in the program.
No, we're getting compensated for helping. It just
when we
said.
launch that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All miss is that
Is it not? Do they not mean the developers compensating them for
I think they mean the
participating? in it?
developers.
Yeah, I think we're talking about devs.
Developers.
Diversifying the voices and then
Because I'm sure I've seen that before as well. They're basically saying, yeah, we'll pay you more to create a demo because we know it's going to be
Basically, it's an
taking time out.
optional thing that they compensate the devs for doing something extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xbox, in my team
I
in
like this
particular, because
idea.
creators is core to everything we do. You know, if you think about a game, it enables you to experience a perspective, a point of view, in a way that is deep and immersive.
Man, I
unlike
missed
any other
this
form of
game.
media.
It's so much fun.
Of everyone having an equal opportunity to share their story.
Mick,
and their
we got to
perspective
play
through a
it
game,
someday.
and what it means
Yeah, man.
to shaping our perceptions,
Do
to
that.
what we talk about, to what we believe.
Over 30 million players already? Oh, dear Lord.
And we think
Well,
about that
Sea
all
of
the time.
Thieves.
So what
Sea of
we've done as a
Thieves?
team is
Wow,
continue
there were
to expand the
24.
set of developers who we're engaging with and bringing them into the Xbox ecosystem. We actually more than doubled the number of
Yeah,
developers.
stuff
that are
Sean
making
just said.
games for
Microsoft
Xbox,
reward
and we
points
saw
for us
lots of
too,
those
maybe.
games in the last
That'd be a good. That'd be a good way of compensating the players.
This year is for the first time
Maybe.
ever, we actually have a presence in Africa. We have our first Xbox
If you get them in your area, not everybody does.
dedicated to working with creators.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So what
I don't have it here,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
It's disappointing that. But yeah, it's to do with the government, not Microsoft. That unfortunately.
Yeah, which sucks.
I'd love to make a game. How do I break through?
Stuff, Sean. I want to see a Thief sing song at the end of the show.
Network. Talk to people, meet people, connect with people. Just how you and I connected actually at an industry event, which we met at, which was super fun. You know, build that network and that connectivity because it's so critical in every industry, but I think particularly in gaming, right? You know, go to industry conferences like GDC, meet people, learn, try that out. And if you're interested in making a game for Xbox, you can actually go to github.com. You can actually download the Xbox Game Developer Kit and get started. And once you have a game concept, you can also submit it online through ID@xbox.com, and then you can self-publish to Xbox, which is another great way. And of course, if you actually want to get involved in the industry, all companies are great, but I highly recommend
That's
you
pretty
check
cool.
out coming to work at Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm biased, obviously.
I mean,
Wow.
every right to be so. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today. And also, thank you to all the viewers for tuning into Extended. We've heard from so many amazing developers on today's show. Now, before we finish, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
We were talking earlier about the importance of people being able to tell their story through a game and how incredibly powerful it is. I mean, when we were talking about that, I was thinking about an experience we've had as a team that's been very touching for me. So, a couple years ago, we started really consciously extending the depth and breadth of content that we have in the Xbox ecosystem. And it was through that I got to know the team making Stalker 2 really well. And I actually got to intro that game last year in the Xbox Game Showcase, and it was just incredible. And the thing was, when I was looking at that game last year, and I was looking at the story that they were telling, and they were talking about the beauty of the land and their dedication to their culture and their country, and I thought, wow, this is a cool game. This is a compelling story. But sitting here today, recognizing that team is Ukrainian, they were based in Kiev, looking at that story and what they were showing to the world just feels entirely different and far more poignant and visceral to me. This is a team who's talking about their culture, talking about fighting for the existence of being a nation, of being a people, of having their own language. And now we all, as a world, have gotten to see how tenuous that, in fact, is. And it's an honor, frankly, to be part of this industry and to have the opportunity to uplift their voices and to let their story be told through a gaming experience, especially knowing what we know now about the situation in Ukraine. And as part of that, they actually shared with us something
it's going to
that
be
they
one of
wanted
those.
us to share with all of you today as part of the show.
Nice.
Some impressive.
That dance was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree. And then everything changed, which sucks.
Well.
Jesus. I mean, I've seen a lot of videos about Ukraine. The whole situation is awful.
Oh man.
And the fact that I live next to it doesn't make me feel any safer.
No, I bet it doesn't, mate.
Здесь кипела работа, идеи, она не останавливалась.
I was going to say hats off to the team for shifting their entire crew into safety.
Yeah.
My cat died. Oh.
Oh man.
Який загинув ще в перший тиждень війни. Виходиш вечером, сирена, выходишь днем, сирена. Днем еще работать надо, поэтому особо не выйдешь, а вечером все время вот так.
Це моє робоче місце.
Вже третій місяць я живу і працюю в коридорі. Зі мною живе одноокий пес, врятований з-під обстрілу в Гостомелі. Зараз мені важко писати квести про війну, коли вона йде навколо.
Так работает в перерывах между.
It's absolutely insane that they're still friggin' developing whilst in the middle of a war zone. It just puts, it is, and I'm sorry, but this, and I've said it many a time, but what the hell's the excuses for every other team that's got these friggin' delays when these guys are going out their way in the middle of a war to create something for everybody else?
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh,
21st
man.
century. I didn't expect something like this to happen. But thank you. We know who.
Може статися повномасштабна війна. Я Олексій Іванов, ком'юніті менеджер проекту Stalker 2. Зі зброєю в руках захищає свою країну від російської агресії.
Привіт, я Макс, наративний дизайнер гри Stalker
It
2.
puts things into perspective, really, doesn't it?
Побачимось на релізі. Слава Україні.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, man.
Oh. Okay.
Well, even managed to send a friggin' new trailer. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Even managed to
This
put a
is
new
cool.
trailer out.
Hats off to these guys, like hats off.
Definitely, yeah. They deserve a pat on the back.
Are you sure the perimeter surrounding the zone is really enough? If a powerful emission were to occur, we would... Listen, the zone has remained stable for years. Besides, we didn't establish the most advanced institution in human history without first guaranteeing its safety. As the head of the Scientific Institute for Research of the Chernobyl area, or CERCA for short, I believe the wonders that we will bring to the world far outweigh the potential risks. How big are these risks exactly? The zone reveals a whole new world. We can stick with the old one, fearing change. But tell me, do you want our descendants to remember us as cowards? Or as those who dared to venture
Yeah,
forward?
I'll definitely play Stalker 2.
The injured were evacuated. I remind our listeners that a similar incident happened in our region quite recently, ruining homes and livelihoods.
What's he got there? Like a nuclear warhead in the passenger seat.
It did look like that, didn't it? I was just thinking, lie it down or at least put the seatbelt around it. Jeez.
Yeah.
What is that? That's a nuclear warhead?
Well, we're not sure, but it looked, the way he looked quite nervous when it almost fell over.
Yeah.
Looked like it might be something explosive. Yeah.
This looks fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
team
it is.
making this game deserve a fucking pat on the back.
They deserve everything, man. These guys are working hard.
Still no release date, unfortunately.
2023.
Yeah.
Understandable. Fully understandable.
Yeah, I agree. Well, it
Well,
was a
I
nice.
think I'll be supporting that game by buying it when it comes
Yeah,
out.
yeah, I'll be
Yeah,
honest,
I'm
yeah.
gonna buy it as well
Definitely.
just to support the devs.
Well, hats off to the Stalker team. Hats off. Right, guys. I will turn this music all the way down and just let that simmer there. What's everyone's thoughts on the extended showcase then? A couple of nice little surprises in there.
Yeah.
We got
like Valheim,
Texas
for
Chainsaw
example.
Massacre announced for Game Pass. That was a nice little surprise.
Console
man.
exclusive as well, by the looks of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll start with Mick first. Mick, overall thoughts of the extended showcase?
I enjoyed that one much more than the main showcase. There was, like you say, there was a couple of nice surprises in there. It did get me a bit more interested in some of the games that on the main show I didn't think much of. So, yeah, I just quite enjoyed that actually. Few surprises, like you say, and it's it's definitely brought my spirits up from the other day because I was not impressed with the other show the other day. Yeah. I still not. There's still a few games in there that I'm still just not interested in.
Yeah, don't blame you.
No interest.
I don't
at all.
blame you.
Exactly the
But,
same as
I
me.
mean, not everything's for everyone. I understand that. So
Yeah. Fair one. Marion, what about yourself, bro?
Well, it was a nice show. I really liked the Stalker 2 trailer. It was a nice surprise. And also the fact that Valheim is coming to Game Pass. I can't wait to give it a try.
Yeah.
Overall, it was a really good show. Better than the main show, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%, 100%. Louis, what about yourself, brother?
Oh man, who? Just
can't be that good, Louis. The shirt's still on.
Oh, no, literally, no. When I saw the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that just got me crazy. Oh my god! Seriously, that took the whole show for me. And again, like you said, the guys who are doing Stalker, that's also pretty amazing that they ended the show with that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic to see how those guys have been up to, and to see that a lot of them are safe, and there's some of them are still fighting out there. And yeah, support Ukraine, and I hope that thing ends soon. But the game trailer really was fantastic, and happy to end it with that. But everything about the show, man, I really enjoyed it because it actually really got me more hyped. I mean, from what I saw, it got me more hyped into all these cool new games we're gonna play in the next few months. We're gonna have loads of fun with Game Pass. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. Seriously.
Yes.
Happy.
Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Jen, what about yourself, brother?
Surprised that they did have a few little things in there. I wasn't expecting that with this extended showcase. Without a doubt, the Stalker bit. I appreciate that the most.
Yeah.
That team, they deserve a massive pat on the back and all the support in the world right now for the efforts that they're doing with that game while going through pretty much a war zone. Well, it is a war zone.
Yeah.
So yeah, they really stole the show for me there. I'm all in on that game. They deserve the support. They deserve the love, and I can't wait to finally get my hands on that game to show support.
Yeah. Yeah. Well said. Well said. For me, I was again much like everybody else, surprised that we're getting Valheim into Game Pass. Surprised that we're getting Texas Chainsaw Massacre into Game Pass. They're two nice little additions. But again, as everybody else, the biggest round of applause and hats off has to go to DSC Game World for Stalker 2. The fact that they're going through that, still managing to develop the game in the middle of a war zone and protect the country, and move the entire team to a safer location.
Basically uproot their entire lives and
still
continue working on the game as soon as they could.
They couldn't move the entire team. Some of them stay behind. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even though they're behind, they're still working on the game and putting their heart into it.
Yeah.
Really, that's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And they still managed to put a trailer out.
Yeah.
Even though some
exactly.
devs don't even have the problems that they're having, and they didn't. So
the game's been pushed to 2023, and that's rightfully so.
Yeah.
It was expected. They're going through a lot of shit over there. So yeah, it's coming out next year, and I will be fully supporting that, and I'm sure everyone else is gonna fully support them too.
Yep. 100%. 100%. I will say it's a little bit quicker of an outro today because in literally 2 seconds' time, me and Mick are going straight over to Box and Burgers channel to do post-show reactions.
Go for it.
We will do our outros now. So, Mick, take it away. Where can people find you, brother?
Yep, Xbox Mick29 on all the usual places. Xbox, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all those places. No Sea of Thieves or Sea of Tuesdays tonight, obviously, because we're doing this. But every other Tuesday, every other the rest of the Tuesdays, that's me, you, Jen, Chris, and usually the rest of a few other people from the midweek mix-up crew.
Yeah,
they're in there. So we do that, and then obviously I'm on Sundays. We're usually with Sightless. Didn't do this week, obviously, because of the showcase. So it's been a week off this week. But yeah, it's been a week off in more than one way. I got told I could have a few extra days off holiday as well if I wanted.
Nice.
So I'm like, yep. So I'm off still, enjoying that. We're putting some more work into the spice rack.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
It's the world's biggest spice rack. I can't wait to see the finale.
So yeah, and that's it.
Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Marion, let people know, of course, where they can find you, brother.
Yep. Well, you guys can find me on Twitter and Xbox at MarionTheMad, and I would like to thank you everybody for tuning in to the show tonight. It was really fun watching with you guys, as always.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward for the next show.
Yeah, whenever that is.
Hopefully, it's
Yeah.
Sony's
Next
show
year.
in the next few weeks, but I don't expect Sony's show to happen, to be honest.
Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
If there isn't a Sony show by sort of end of July time, don't expect one at all. I'd say because they've got to. If they're going to put out Ragnarok at the time they think they are, they need to get some hype building, don't they? And they usually do. So
Yeah, that
it's not.
that
If it
game's not
turns to
coming this
August
year.
and we still not had a show and they've still not given a date, it ain't coming this year. That would be my prediction.
Yeah, exactly. So, Marion, where can people find you, bro?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter and Xbox at MarianTheMad. As always, I'll be playing some games with you guys. Whoever is going to join me, I'll be happy to have a game with you.
Awesome stuff. So make sure you add MarianTheMad on Twitter and Xbox.
Well, Mick, you can unfollow me and follow me back if you want.
Next up, Crazy Louis. Let people know where they can find you,
man.
brother. And of course, you've got a podcast again tomorrow night. So let people know where they can find that.
Oh man, you guys can find me at Twitter at Crazy Louis Gaming, where I do all sorts of crazy, funny stuff. So yes, follow me on Crazy Louis Gaming on Twitter. Also tonight, I have a podcast for the Latin community called Lobby de Juegos, donde nosotros hablamos y damos la noticia al mundo gaming en el canal de Sao Blue Gaming. Y ustedes saben, señores, Lobby de Juegos a las 7 p.m. del día de hoy. And last but not least, you guys can find me tomorrow on Xbox International Crazy Louis Gaming YouTube channel, 7 p.m. We will have Plume Network as a guest. And I'll be there with my brother Silent and Sour Blow Gaming, giving out the news and our thoughts.
Nice.
See you guys
Awesome
tomorrow.
stuff.
Get in there and
stuff.
watch it, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely. General C, where can people find you, brother, and when you next streaming as well?
I will be streaming tomorrow on my Twitch channel, the _General_C. That's the same on Twitter as well, the username. Back to Hunt Showdown tomorrow. I've not had a chance to play Hunt Showdown at all. I'm itching to get back on it. I've been needing to play it all week. But tonight, it's back to dinosaur park making on Jurassic World for me. I'm pretty much enjoying that game. It's a fun time.
Awesome stuff. And of course, you can find the General C at the General C on Twitter, or the _General_C. And on Xbox, it's the General space C.
It's the General C. For some reason, that name's taken. I don't know why. Which weird. I tried to change it and everything. Nope. Someone else has stole that name. So there's someone out there masquerading as me. Don't believe them.
Awesome stuff. And of course, you can find me here again tomorrow on WandrinDutch for the Midweek Mix-Up podcast with our usual crew. The General C, of course, Xbox Mick, as always, and the rest of the Midweek Mix-Up crew. And we'll be wrapping up all of our favourite announcements from the game shows, and of course some of the critiques we have, because of course we've got to give the good with the bad, despite what others tell you.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
The good with the bad. But yes, can't wait for that. Of course, straight after this show, everybody go over to Boxing Burger's channel. He is, of course, doing a post-show breakdown of today's show, and I potentially think even a little bit of Sunday show as well, so we'll be mixing them up a little bit. And that is with, of course, Mav and Pongsol and Kersante as well. So a nice stacked panel. Myself, Mick, Kersante, Pongsol, Mav, and Boxing Burger. So jump straight on over to there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you all again tomorrow. Good night.
See you later.